What's good, Chaotic Nation? It is your boy Chaos here. Welcome back to the Alola 1 controller challenge. Now, you may notice that I'm not synced up in the audio with my voice and what's showing on the screen. There was a little bit of an issue when recording this video, and as the audio files were transcribed from the recording format to the uploading format, it kind of got jumbled. So you have the base game audio. Unfortunately, you do not have my voice, which, you know, I could replace the game audio. I could not replace my voice, so I have to re-record. So I'm here re-recording everything. I don't remember what happened. It's been a little bit for me since I've done this episode, but just want to let you guys know that that's happening. And so if my voice is completely different from what it's looks like, that's what's going on. You'll definitely forget in a couple of minutes, but it's totally okay and it's totally fine. But we're gonna go take on Kahili and hopefully get through the rest of this cave here today before we can go fight the Elite Four. And maybe this might be the end of the episode, end of the series today, because we are trying to get through this cave. I don't expect there to be too many things for us to have to do. I think we can basically just walk through here. Also, this is our encounter for it. And it's a what? I don't remember what. I honestly don't remember. Was it a cat? It was a cat. It was a cat. It was a Persian. And if I remember correctly, I don't want this, so I'm just gonna run from it. Yeah, the Kahili fight is big, and obviously Zubat's not a big deal at all. I hope you guys have been enjoying the series, and I hope you guys really did enjoy everything that's going on here. I can talk a little bit more freely's the word. I can talk a little bit more freely since I'm not focused on actually playing both games at the same time, which makes it a lot easier for me to obviously do some sort of dialogue. When you're playing the game, as I've been doing this whole entire time, it's so hard to focus on the three different elements that you're doing, because one, you have to focus on each game individually, so those are two different points, and you also have to worry about the conversations you're having, what you're talking about, what you're doing, and so on and so forth. But we do get one final encounter in Ultra Moon, and that is our encounter for Ultra Necrozma, not Ultra Necrozma, Necrozma, I believe, which I think we're coming up on. Actually, we're not there yet. And if I play this right, I can dodge all these trainers, so we should be able to get through there pretty fast. Although I do get caught there. Yeah. That's what happens when you're playing two games at once, man. This game is a challenge in of itself, just because of the differences and the difficulty that you have with trying to do all these things at one time. I know, I'm such a good ventriloquist, I can talk while I'm taking a drink. And I can take a drink while I'm talking. Boom. Yeah, I remember this fight being really bad because Bronzong is a pretty tanky Pokemon. And Romaldo is a problem for most of my team. Like, what do I switch in here is the real question. And there's really not a good switch in at all, which is what I'm looking at right now. I kind of feel like I'm doing a Draft League video and I'm just talking about what's going on behind the scenes while I'm watching it happen. I don't know. You guys let me know what you think about that. And yeah, Kahili just full restores everything. I forgot about that. That is so annoying that Kahili just full restores literally everything. And I would totally, you know, make question of the day for you guys, but I'm not gonna be able to figure out where it is. Like, figure out where it is in the between the two things. Like, I'm using the original footage. I can't replay the game. Like, I've already, at this point, finished everything we're going to be doing in the game. So I can't just go back and recreate the footage, redo it. I have to actually physically watch it again as I'm playing it, which is a lot of fun, and I'm going to have a great time with. I think this is better, though, than me just releasing a video going, hey guys, sorry that I didn't have any voice in this episode because I couldn't help the audio and everything cut out. It's not my fault, but that's what happened. I mean, it is totally what happened, but we can't really do anything here. So I'm gonna go for setup. She's showing, I should say. Kahili is showing really no way to stop my slacking. besides screeching, which is a problem. So I should be able to basically run through this. And I think like slacking is a really good option here. Because with Dragon Dance on this thing, it's already fast and already really good in offensive stats. Like this thing is just like, look at those stats, 248 in attack. This thing is gonna hurt, but I do need to switch out here just because A, I don't want to stay in on this, and B, I'm -2 attack, -2 defense, and that would hurt. Plus I have a ground type, so why would I not just go to a ground type? Which I think I literally said that in the video. And on the other side, yeah, fun battles, you know. I think I'm scared of a Magnemite here. I really think I'm scared of a Magnemite here, if I remember correctly. Because it's a problem. Yeah, I'm scared of a Magnemite here. Because I'm literally just going for Supersonic Sky Strike. Oh, jeez. I mean, it is a problem when you are a flying type. That's the weird thing about dual typings. They seem like they can be really good, but also it just gives you so many more weaknesses. And when you're building a team of 6 and you have one weakness and everything's weak to the same thing, it becomes a problem. Or at least weak to a coverage move of some sort. Like that's always an issue. Yeah. Well, I don't know if you guys are interested in this or not, but you can let me know if you want to see more of these one controller challenges. Obviously, I've done Sun and Moon, I've done Ultra Sun and Moon, I've actually done Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon twice, because the original one controller challenge on the channel was Black 2 and Ultra Moon. I played the two most difficult, quote-unquote, two of the most difficult Pokemon games ever. And that's just how it is. Also, the Sun Pheasant is a pain in my butt. And it could be really bad if it has Facade, because it's burned. I just realized that. Wow. Wow, this could be really, really bad. I think we're okay. I think we got it. I think we got it. We're just going to heal the confusion. I do think the problem, though, if I'm looking at this correctly... Oh, she freaking healed the burn. The problem, if I remember correctly, is that the Unpheasant outspeeds us. And so it's always going to confuse us, probably. Which is a big pain. Yeah, see, there's the swagger again. It's fine if I, you know, needed my attack boosted and I wasn't able to get confused. But otherwise it doesn't work so well. Man. I am so out of practice in just commentating when I'm not actually like recording the video. Like I'm not actually playing the game, and that's honestly kind of crazy. That I'm just talking over stuff. I feel like there's a lot that we could talk about here. So I can talk about some interests that I'm having, I guess, recently, while I don't know what I'm doing. I've kind of got back into competitive a little bit, well, at least interested in it once again, just because there's a lot of new things out there, and I think anytime I'm watching somebody do a series or do a competitive series, I always get do a competitive game or like draft league or something. I get into it again. Also, let's see what this Necrozma is. It's a Linoon. No, it's my. Oh yeah, it was a Milotic. Right. Which unfortunately is actually duplicate. Is dupes, because I think both games actually have a Milotic in it. Both games got Sceptile and both games got Milotic, which was kind of funny. So if I do remember, I am just gonna run here to get away from it. But I've been watching competitive. I've been interested in getting back into it again. Obviously, I've liked doing competitive, so it's not like it's a foreign thing for me to want to do it again. But it is a very big time stake and a very big commitment to do. So this is going to be the new encounter. As I said, the next thing we get is going to be what we get, and that's a Diglett. So, yeah. I mean, it is the lowland Diglett. It could have done something, but at this point in time, with like it would have been Groudon Kyogre for me to even consider it. Like Groudon would have been so much better. I mean, Kyogre would have been nice just because Suicune's good, but Suicune also, at this point, is missing a water move. besides Water Shuriken, which I never realized was priority until I did this series, which is kind of cool. Like, you wouldn't think it's a priority move, but it is. Like, your ninja's just fast. You just expect it to go first. You don't ever think about it. You don't ever think about it going second. Like, it's always the first hit on the field, so. Alright, Kooky, what do you got for us? Hopefully something good. I mean, hopefully not something good. Slurpuff, okay. And as I said walking into this, I think the strategy is literally just Dragon Dance on Slacking and just win. So, that would be amazing to be done. And yeah, Play Rough's not going to do anything. Although Play Rough can, I think, lower my attack stat. I don't know if it does, but I know it can. And that definitely could be an issue. But everywhere else, I think we're fine. Yeah, and then that's such a pain. I mean, Cotton Guard is such an issue. I mean, we can boost past it because it's going to eventually stop, but that's the real issue. Wish and Cotton Guard. You're just trying to mitigate the slacking. Yeah, it's basically just setting up here, and I am really just trying to get out of this cave. It is a pain. Definitely a pain. Ah, stop lagging, no. Yeah. You can't have an easy time, you know. I'm just trying to get these videos to end at the same time, and it's just not working. But what I'm hoping for, like, I really would like to get back in the Draft League. I think the real problem for me is I'm having a hard enough time recording. I've started classes up again as of this video coming out, and you know, it's 2 hours 2 days a week, so I'm spending 40 hours in classes, and then I'm also, they're like, you should spend, like, they're always like, you should spend 4 hours outside of class doing schoolwork, and or like triple the amount. So it's just, time is going to be kind of weird for me. I don't know if I have the time. And I've been in the process like trying to find a job to like actually get something. And I'm cheating here with the Roto Boost. It's not cheat. This thing, Flabebe is not winning this fight. It's just because I'm trying to do the right thing on the other screen. And I didn't make a rule where I can't use Roto Boost or anything like that. So it's not like I'm actually cheating. It's not advised. No, I want to rethink how to do. I want to rethink how to do Draft League, because I think it'd be really fun. And I know I could go back to Showdown, but Showdown looks so bad compared to like in-game experience. I mean, Scarlet and Violet, yeah, the battle scenes aren't really that great, but it is going to be. It does look a lot better when you're doing it in the actual game rather than playing on Showdown 120%. Like, as soon as I made that switch in Sword and Shield, I'm like, I'm never going back. But I do feel like I kind of feel like I'm doing worse when I'm playing in the actual game itself. I know the competition has just gotten harder. The format has gotten more diverse, and it's not things that I've thought about before. But yeah, it's a lot. But I've been watching competitive, and I'm interested in doing it again. I would love to just have every Pokemon I want, you know, ready to go, and if I decide to use it, I just use it that week, and I have everything I want, movesets and everything. Like, I want a Showdown builder for competitive. I understand, like, for, like, VGC and stuff, they don't want people to have that, because when they do something like that, it causes issues. Because you could technically get anything you want at that point. Whereas like, you've worked for it, it's legit Pokemon, it's not like it's gen in or anything, so you just... It's nice. It works for them. And I get it, that's totally fine. And I had this conversation back when like everybody was getting disqualified from Worlds. Because they were bringing mons that were obviously like gen or something like that. Like, I get it for an official tournament, but the Draft League is literally just for fun. Like, sure, you're doing the same thing, you're doing a competitive battle. But... for people like me who don't have their entire day to sit here and make a team, or breed a team and then train it, like... especially when you're changing it every week, yeah, that's a thing. And it's part of the reason I haven't got into actual competitive in Scarlet and Violet yet. And part of the reason I never got into it in Sword and Shield really either is because the metagame keeps changing. Like, DLCs are awesome for people who want game content. They are terrible for competitive. Because by the time I get a competitive team made, the next series is out. Like, I literally got finished building my team for, I think, Regulation C, and the Regulation D was out, and I was almost ready to go build it in the game, and then nope. But I also don't spend, I guess, all that time sitting in just thought of how to do competitive, which yeah, it kind of hinders me. When it's the only thing you do, that's sure, but when I'm doing like video series and like shiny hunting and like other Let's Plays, yeah, that's kind of hard for me to spend all my time. That. Now there you go. We have become the champions of Alola. At least Sun has won 20 deaths at the end of this, which is a lot. Double what we have in Ultra Moon, which is crazy. Oh man. We had an experience. We definitely have a really good team here at the end. Even though it's 4 Pokemon, like you can't be bothered with a Zygarde and we have freaking Larry on the team, man. Like that's a good team. I mean, we have 2 really good teams as it is, so I can't complain. I mean, when one of my teams is literally Ultra Beasts, Legendaries, Mega Evolutions, and then a starter Pokemon, I think we're good. I think we're actually really good. So now you get to see the easier version of the one controller challenge, where I'm actually only playing 1 game at a time, which is really nice because Ultra Moon is a little bit more difficult. Obviously, the Ultra Necrozma fight makes it a lot more difficult, and of course I get paralyzed. I always get paralyzed. Why would I not get paralyzed? You know, Murphy's Law, I live in I just told somebody the other day, I'm like, I live in a perpetual state of Murphy's Law being a thing for me at all given points in time. So, like, if it can go wrong, it absolutely will. Like, there's no shot it's gonna go right. Like, it just happens that way. It just happens that way. And Pokemon, you know, reminds me of that. Of course, it is RNG, so, like, I can't control it. But it is... I can't control it. But it'd be nice, you know, for things to work out the way you want them to. I remember this, like, playing Radical Red. I literally just had been playing Radical Red the other day. And holy crap. Like, every time a move had a 10% chance to paralyze, or it could freeze, or it could burn, I got those status conditions. Like, it happened every single time. And it was so annoying. But, like, I got into a fight, and I got frozen turn 1, and I just reset. I'm just like, I'm not going to do this. I'm just resetting. I'm going to restart. We're going to go from the top. We're going to call it a day. And then, you know, have an actually good run, which will be really nice. And I'm being stalled by a Plusle. I want you guys to all realize that I am being stalled by a Plusle right now. So that is fun. Oh, man. Well, at least the final cutscenes are kind of good, I guess. I mean, they're not the worst thing. But they are really cool. Like everyone's here together, you know. It's a nice celebration. It's what you would expect. It's what you would expect. Everybody's around to celebrate. Like you achieve something, you get a bunch of people around. Like you would throw a party. You throw a freaking party, man. You get all your friends, you get everybody who helps you along the way, you know, and you have a party. Which, you know, I thought about that like with like graduating and stuff. Yeah, I don't remember ever having a graduation party when I got out of high school. I don't think I ever did. No. At least I can't think of it. It might happen. No, it definitely didn't happen. I would remember it. I would totally remember it. But don't they do like the Z move things here? Don't do the Z move things here? I don't know. But we've made it out this. So we got one final item and then we're in the league again. So I know we just finished one, but we got to do it again. Who knows? Maybe the one controller challenge next time. I do like red, blue, yellow. And like 3 games at once. Hello. You can't hear the thunder. Actually, you might be able to hear the thunder since it's my mic that's picking it up. The current mic and not the other one. Yeah. I'm looking up levels right now, which I think, if I remember correctly, so don't tell you incorrectly, I think the league is like mid 50s, and then Kukui's ace is, well, I guess How's ace is 60. So, yeah, they do all the Z They do all the Z moves. And then you just have Nanu sitting in the back there, just like, I'm not actually here, but I'm gonna do my Z move. Because I'm so antisocial that I have to be in the background not doing anything. It's cool that everyone gets to show up, you know? I wouldn't say we really forged a great connection with a lot of them, but... Nanu just walked up, said, nice job, bye. Oh, don't I have to fight Tapu Koko in this one? I don't know. Perhaps. Oh, he's talking about building the league, which I guess is fair. Some cool panoramic shots there, that's for sure. All this work just to lose an Ultra Moon, am I right? I'm just kidding. We don't know that yet. Could happen. But the good part is we saw, I think last episode, that this lady here does, gives you moves. So we can give Suicune an actual water move that's not, just Water Shuriken, and we can get rid of Ice Fang finally. So we have Hydro Pump. We have Bubble Beam, are 2 options, which is great. Totally great. I think I do elect to go for Hydro Pump here, just because we do have Water Shuriken, and it would do about the same as Bubble Beam as long as I hit 3 times, which is the average. And then that also gives us like a nuclear option if we need it. And I'm out of heart scales, so I can't learn it, which sucks. So the amount of psychic moves, that we have are kind of crazy. On like Suicune. A lot of legendaries learn psychic type moves, which is a thing. Yeah. Alright. Time to save Lily from a bridge again. I think we're doing one final sweep of TMs and movesets, but we honestly have really good moves on everybody. I wouldn't really know what else to give anyone. Like, apparently I'm looking at Luster Purge on Suicune. Oh yeah, Bite's a physical move. That's not that helpful anymore. And we have a Dark type. Like, why do we need that? Like, we really don't need that at all. So let's let Suicune be the psychic type it wants to be. You know, I don't have, you know, a Sceptile with a psychic move or anything either. Like, you finally get to switch the order for that. The hard part about one controller challenge, like for me specifically with moves, is I like to put my moves in order of usefulness. So like you have 4 different slots of moves. And then your first slot is always the first option. Then you have two other slots that are going to be if you go up. Like in this game, it's a vertical bar, so your second slot and your fourth slot both can be got. You can get to both of them by moving the control stick up or down to get to the next one. And then the third slot is always like my least usable move, so I always put that in that slot just because it's faster for me to menu rather than me having to just, you know, leave everything in order and menu it that way. I've always found that to be very helpful just in getting through things, and it helps when you're not thinking about it. You can go, okay, this is my best move, this is what I'm seeing is my best move, let me just use that when I don't know what to do. But most of the time I have a pretty good idea of what I'm doing. So you're healing me to fight Tapu Koko is what you're doing. Nice. And I think I'm going to look at what this has. The thing that makes me the most upset about this game is like there's all these Mega Stones, and I'm not able to use them because I don't have a Mega Bracelet. There are all these Mega Stones and I just can't use them. Alright, what is Tapu Koko? Breaking the game. It's alright, it's a shelter. It do be a shelter. Yep, 72 full restores. That's enough, right? Right. No reason not to have that many, right? It's a good amount, I think. I hope. Hope it's plenty. What am I gonna throw at it? Just throw the master. Just throw the master ball, dude. You're not catching anything else. There you go. All right, to the league for the last time. Now we had a pretty rough league for Sun. I'm hoping Ultra Moon isn't that difficult. I mean, we have I would say we do have a better team on Ultra Moon. Like we lost what? We lost a Alolan Golem and a Mega Sceptile. To, let's be fair, a huge power Gliscopod and a Kyogre. So that was not easy things, but definitely something. Alright, let's do this, Kukui. Get out of my way. Get out of my way. I'd even fight you in this game. I also mentioned here, like, this is the moment, like, walking up this path. I totally expected Hop, it's not Hop, How to fight us. Like he does in the first one. But the fact that How doesn't actually challenge you to a battle there sold it for me that he was actually the champion. I'm like, what? I remember I did a week of videos called Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon week, and I just made a different video based on the game, based on what I thought the game was what they could do with the game, like what they could add, like Alolan forms or this or that, what they could do differently to enhance Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. None of those things really happened, but one of the things that I did mention, I think I might have mentioned. I mean, I've always thought about it, definitely after the first game, which I feel like the champion battle is really helpful in because it's your rival, that they actually do it in this one. And this battle royale is just funny because it's all these like fully evolved Pokemon and there's just a random freaking cat that we use. Also, I'm switching the audio over here to Ultra Moon because you don't need to hear the gameplay from Sun. And plus, you totally want to hear the epic battle music when we're doing epic battles. That's for sure. That Tyrant would have been shiny. That would have been awesome. Yeah. We should be fine here. We're just gonna get Stealth Rocks. Maybe he does the same thing. I mean, I really don't think Tyrant has an army. Oh yeah, knows Earthquake. Right. Why would it not know Earthquake? It's Tyrant. We eat that. Not as well as I'd hope, but we do eat it. We got this. We got this. And I switch in... I don't remember why I switched into Bacon. I predict Earthquake, right? And then I'm just going to double out into Suicune to take advantage of the rain. Is that the plan? But you click... Yeah, you click Dragon Claw. Yeah, this Tyron's actually a problem. It's actually a big problem. And watch me miss Hydro Pump. Because it's... Why would I not? You know, Murphy's Law, dude. I was literally just talking about that. Anything that can go wrong will go wrong. And now I'm in a really bad spot. Where I'm going to try to get Galladon to one-shot it with close combat. You guys still play. Yeah, because if I don't, I'm gonzo. I mean, it should one-shot. It's a Tyrant. Yeah. That HP bar might have scared me a little bit. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Alright, Clefairy, we should actually stay in here. I guess we do have a Steel type. There's no point in dodging that. I have a hair in my mouth. You ever just randomly talk and you like feel like there's a hair in your mouth? It's the worst feeling ever. It's like I don't even have long hair. I mean, I guess it could be like my facial hair, but like that'll have to fall off. And like I'm usually pretty clean shaven, and I am clean shaven right now. It's just funny because I'm making the same hand motions, but with my other hand. It's like I'm stroking my beard with my right hand. So you're gonna close combat. That shouldn't do a lot. It doesn't even matter because I clicked Oblivion Wing, so all my HP gets back. See, that's the cool thing about the post commentary. Because I can be like, I remember what I said here, and I can say it again. Because you guys won't know I messed it up. You guys won't know I actually said this in the video. Because you didn't need to hear it. I mean, maybe if you're like really good at reading lips, you could tell. But also, I tend to not make really good and strong mouth movements when I'm talking. You can't see what I'm doing, but that's awesome that you can't see what I'm doing. We got an ice cream cone. That's no problem. I got Stealth Rock. I forgot I got Stealth Rocks up. It's actually really, really good. That's going to help us a lot. Man. We're almost there. By almost there, I mean totally not close. Totally not close at all. I guess also you should make like a Xurkitree and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Boom. I need to make that merch. Like every time I get Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, I tend to get a Xurkitree. And I mean, the Xurkitree is just good. Honestly, Xurkitree is just good. So don't worry about it. It's just good. Totally, you know, just awesome. Alright. We got this. Hakamo. More like dead. One shot with Psycho Cut. Let's go. Right? Right? Psycho Cut one shot. Right? I didn't set up on it. We just taking it out. Because let's think about it. This thing doesn't have anything to stop me right now. And Lily is leaving. That is true. Lily does go to Kanto in this game. I think that I do remember that's the difference that I saw with the post credits. Lily actually goes to Kanto, and then Gladian's the one that leaves in the other one because Lucamine actually waves him off, whereas it's just the player in Kukui. Well, that is 6 of the 24 Pokemon. Did I do that right? Yeah, 6 out of the 24 Pokemon we have to do. So next episode we will take on the rest of the Elite Four, and that'll be the end of the series. So check back in Thursday for that. Make sure you guys hit that like button and make like a Xurkitree, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. You also check out the content on my other channel. My other channels, I'm on Twitch, TikTok, Twitter, Discord, and I have another YouTube channel called Invisible Corporations, where we do a bunch of variety content. There is Pokemon if you're interested in Pokemon. It's just not me doing the content for Pokemon, so Please go check that out. But we're all healed up. We are ready to go. I don't remember what I'm looking for here. I think I did. Oh, I changed Gallade to Phytinium Z, and I'm giving the Rocky helmet to. I think I'm giving that to Bacon Bird. Yeah. Oh no, I gave it leftovers because that's gonna make it a lot better. Because I can just sit there and heal, and then use a healing move to heal. So yeah, do all those fun things. Check out all the content. If I asked a question of the day, which I didn't because it's me talking right now, so just make sure you guys let me know what you think of this series if you've enjoyed it. And I'll see you next time. Until next time, burn it up.